And then now what? Do I
maybe?
Wait, what? Who detected me?
That brick.
Okay, got it.
It had a hidden camera in it. And then Sean was like, "Did you know they put hidden cameras in here back then to watch the kids?" What? It's a Catholic city.
And Sean's like,
"Me too.
I may or may not have one of those cameras in the bathroom right now." Hey, Lucy, did you bring your child to work with you today?
Did you know that this is a huge problem, by the way, in like hotels and stuff? Is people
I
hidden
did.
cameras?
Yeah, I did.
To watch your wife.
It's creepy. And me.
Mainly your wife.
Like they want to watch me.
Mainly your wife.
Well, what about me?
That's when I would hide them.
Okay, got it.
Mainly you.
So wait, is this one not covered yet?
I would just be on the other side of the drain. So like I would like go under.
I have not seen an enunciation.
You know, like how a shower has a drain in the floor?
Yeah.
If you look down, I'd be looking up. And you'd hear a voice whisper to you, "You should pee in the shower today." And you look down and you just see me, mouth wide open. Just working on the drainage in here. I'm a plumber now.
Don't you want to take a poop too in the shower?
Take off your pants. Tell your wife to wait outside. Hey, did you ever see the movie Flushed Away?
Yeah, I did.
I have a fear of that. Or
being flushed away?
I used to have a fear of that, of like getting flushed down the toilet.
Oh.
Not now, I don't have it now. Definitely not a fear I have right now. It's not a fear.
Right, yeah.
It's not why I use the pee corner or anything. I don't know.
I have not seen.
You know what I have a fear of?
From this angle before.
No.
Oh.
Getting my shoes stuck.
Shine.
Yeah. Getting my shoes stuck in an escalator.
Oh, and then getting destroyed?
Yeah.
Dude, I was reading a story on Reddit about someone who had their back broken because of this.
What the heck?
And there was like a pileup of students. That, like one got pulled into the escalator line, and then there was like a huge pileup, and one kid's back got literally broken because of this.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, okay, that was rude. No, walk away, walk away, walk away. It was the peasant.
Okay, as soon as that guy... Okay, why is everyone moving away?
Well, that's good. That's good for you. Now mark this. Oh no, he's looking... Why is this guy coming back over? He's like, maybe I should check the painting. Kill him. No, do it, quick, quick, quick.
Come on, why does it take so long to mark this?
Goal! Sorry. It wasn't working.
Hey, that's racist. You can't say that.
In Spider-Man 2.1, though, I did it.
Now open to the cardinals who wish to see additional expressions of devotion.
What does that mean? Devotions to what? Enter the Castello and find the painting. Okay. Alright. How do you enter into the Castello?
I don't know.
Oh, I think maybe we have to go up this way. No, never mind. Oh, okay.
Those were my topics of discussion, by the way, that I had.
Okay.
So those were the things I wrote down ahead of time.
Okay.
I used one up in Call of Duty.
Okay.
And I used up the other now here, which lasted me almost an hour of
Well,
ranting
yeah.
from you. So I thought that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I like, oh, geez. I like how that's the sign of a good discussion topic. Is Nate gonna rant?
For an hour.
For an hour. Oh, we know it's a good one. Nate ranted for an hour. What can we get Nate to rant about today?
I do think you're true, though. Or, you're true. I do think you're
Okay,
right,
thank
though.
you.
Yeah, you are truth. Did you know?
Cool.
I do think you're right, though, about this, because, like, this is something that I've had a lot of times I felt like, should I just go do something else?
Yeah.
And actually, there have been times, this is going to sound conceited, and I understand that. There have been times where I felt like I put a lot of effort into everything I do. People don't deserve this effort from me. I'm serious.
I know. It sounds funny, but
I know it does. But the reason I felt that way is I'm like, okay, full transparency. Between all of my channels last month, I made $800.
Yeah.
I work like 70 hours a week. And I have...
$800 a month or like for a paycheck?
For the whole month.
Oh, okay, got it.
And I work my ass off to entertain people for free.
Yeah.
Like, to just try and make them happy. And the only reason I keep doing it is because I've gotten messages from people literally like, hey, I was going to exit the planet, but this thing you said made me change my mind.
Right.
Or, hey, my dad just died. That video you posted really, like, made my day better. Things like that are the only reason I've kept doing it. Now, I enjoy it, but that hurts. You know, like, to work really hard on something. I understand someone could say, well, this is just a Let's Play channel. Yeah, I know. I'm not just talking about this channel. I'm also talking about the meticulous research I put into stuff, the editing that I have to do, which is not super difficult on this channel compared to the other one, but it's still very time consuming. I don't hire people to help me. I don't have editors. I don't have script writers. I don't have any of that.
Your editors are you and Jill.
Yeah, we do everything ourselves. And then to constantly be criticized, you can go up right there. Didn't you see it? Look at that right
Well,
there.
I don't think I can get higher than that, though.
Oh, you can always get higher.
Okay, God.
I thought you could. You can jump up straight. You can jump straight
Okay,
up.
we'll try it. If you're wrong, then I'm going to have to exit you off the planet.
Uh-oh. All right. Well, that's terrifying.
I go 0 to 100 here.
Jump and then hold... Oh. See, I told you you couldn't.
Okay.
Go somewhere else.
I'm just going to go back. We can go up that way.
So, I don't know. That sucks. And anytime I do talk about it, people are like, you're just complaining. You should be grateful. Other people would kill to do what you do. Other people would kill to get $800 a month and have a crippling pain issue that makes it so you can only do so much in a day.
Right.
Really? They would? I'd like to meet people then. Like, who is that? Who are
Well-
these people that want chronic pain and want to have, like, severe depression and want to barely be able to afford to live? Who are they? I've never met them.
Yeah.
I literally live with my mom. I get made fun of for it. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
oh, no.
nice,
Oh, no.
Nice move. So my point is, like, who wants to pursue unstable careers
Yeah.
in any creative field at all? Content creation, art, filmmaking, video game development,
Oh.
whatever.
Okay, I could have just gone in here.
Wow, the idiocy is
Yeah.
astounding.
But yeah, no,
Why?
I agree.
Why pursue them? Even yours, history. Why would I ever want to go into that when I know, oh, I can go into this, but I can't feed my family, even though this is important?
Yeah, right.
You know, if it was like... I'm not trying to shit on anyone here. Do what you need to do to get by. But strippers make much more than you make.
Yeah, right.
And I would argue that their job is not as important.
No.
Like, in terms of a society existing and, like, continuing to prosper. Now, I have no judgment for them. I don't care. You know, I know there's a lot of people who are like, ew, like, you stupid slut. No, I don't care. Be a stripper. I don't care.
Right.
But there is no fairness to what people are paid at all. You know, you go into a professional sports league, obviously hard work. But that is not as important of a job as being a teacher.
Right.
Or a firefighter. I'm sorry, is LeBron James going to show up and stop the fire? Stop the California wildfire when that comes up again or something?
He's gonna yell at
No.
you about why you hate China.
Well, but do you see what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean that his job isn't important, actually. I think entertainment is important, and I would say the same thing for me. Like, what I provide is not as important as what a firefighter provides, I don't think.
Yeah.
On that tangible level. I do think it's important when you get to, like, you know, somebody watched a film and it changed their life and they went on to do good things, or somebody watched a YouTube video and decided not to end themselves. I think that is important. But I do think it's frustrating that you can see, I don't know, here's an example of a streamer I don't really care for, Asmongold or whatever. You can see him, like, sit in his room, not cleaning his room, and complain about shit all the time, and talk about how video games are for boys, and get mad at people. And he can make, like, $1 million in a week.
Right.
But then, and he puts, like, very little effort into editing his stuff or anything. And I would argue doesn't even really research anything he talks about. Like, where's the fairness in that? Run up, jump to the left. There you go. Oh, never mind. Where's the fairness in that versus like the amount of work that Markiplier does?
Yeah, right.
You know,
well, Markiplier's also famous too.
Right, I know, but I'm saying, like, let's say that he wasn't making any money, okay? Like, or something like that. I don't know. Whoever you want to insert.
Yeah, right.
Because there's plenty of YouTubers who work very hard. Mm-hmm. There's not even consistency in the same field. Like, you can put in no effort and be rewarded as like a freaking hero. Mm-hmm. And then you can have people who try really hard. I'm not specifically talking about me here, even though I do try really hard on stuff. There's plenty of content creators I've seen make videos like, I can't afford to do this anymore, I have to go do this.
Yeah.
And then people bitch about it. They're like, but I like this, and I blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, but you didn't support it. Mm-hmm. Like, this person couldn't live. They couldn't make a living.
Right.
How many hundreds of hours of free entertainment did they give you? You know, and that's the same way I feel about you with history. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not just making this about me, but like with history, it'll be like, hey, whatever happened to those who don't learn history are doomed to repeat it. Whatever happened to, like, maybe we should pay attention to what our ancestors did, you know, because there's lessons we can learn there, both what to do and what not to do. What happened to that? You know, nowadays it's like, oh, a museum? Boring.
Right.
Oh, a museum tour guide? Minimum wage. Why? Why does that guy get minimum wage for something that should be so important to our society? But then a stripper can make, you know, $1,000 in a night. Why? Like,
It makes no sense.
To me, that's really upsetting. Or like that a bench warmer on a team, yes, I know who worked to get there, but who's not even playing in games, can make $1 million or $5 million in a season for sitting there. But I can't make $20,000 a year.
Right.
Why? And we didn't create a society where you can afford to live. So like, even if you were fine with just being poor, you don't have enough to live, like, without external help. That's ridiculous, you know? You would be doing very poorly on your own without your wife.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's not me shitting on you. The painting is right there.
I know, but I'm making sure this guy... I'm going to go do it once he turns around, because he can see you.
Okay, got it. Do you want to shoot him?
No, because I can't use ranged weapons.
Got it, okay. You realize that now the prostitutes are going to have to come in here and look very closely at every angle of every painting.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like you just put red paint on it. They like have to look for a tiny scratch.
Oh crap, I have to escape this area. How do I escape?
Go that way.
Well, but there's people out there. See?
Oh, but were they there before?
No.
Oh.
So, what, do I have to escape from above, or
maybe climb there?
like over here?
So can you kill them with just a knife?
I think you can. I just can't use ranged weapons.
So, why don't you wait? I feel like this guy's gonna turn. I feel like you don't know what to say to what I said.
No, I agree.
Does what I say come off as just me complaining about my life?
I mean, okay, here's an example.
Go down a step, go down!
Here's an example. So, oh jeez. Oh no.
I will get you batteries here
Okay.
real quick. Oh no, dude! Oh jeez.
Oh crap. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
You have an example?
Yeah, so in the NHL, right?
Yeah, Chell.
In Shell, dude.
Can you swap batteries real quick? Pause the game.
Yep.
What about Chell? Are you talking about how they haven't cloned Wayne Gretzky yet?
Yeah. Sorry. They did clone Wayne Gretzky,
Is he in your bedroom right now?
and he's in my bedroom. They gave him to me.
Can I visit?
You can, yeah.
Can I touch his Gretzky?
You can, yeah. You can touch his Lil Wayne. But no, anyway, so in the NHL, the AHL, right? Like the American Hockey League, it's the minor leagues of the NHL. Mm-hmm. The league minimum salary for a player, I think, is like $750,000.
For the AHL.
For players that can transfer up to the NHL, because there is a difference with contracts. Okay. You have to sign a two-way contract that allows you to go from the AHL to the NHL and so on.
Kind of like how you and I have two ways.
Exactly.
When Jill leaves the room.
Right. Only when she leaves the room. Mm-hmm. So you have to sign two-way contracts, blah, 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 blah. But anyways, if you sign one of those, your league minimum salary is $750,000. And I guess what my point is, like, okay, good for them. I understand they're playing hockey games.
It's a parachute.
How do you deploy that?
You jump and then you press a button.
Oh. So I understand they are playing hockey games, they're playing minor league games, blah, blah, blah. It is important. Entertainment is important.
Yes.
But why is that person making $750,000 as a minimum? Like a league-required minimum.
And they could be a bench warmer, maybe,
And they
right?
could literally be sitting on a minor league team on the bench. Like, not even an NHL team. A minor league team. Which, by the way, I should probably leave here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, do you want to do something that's not like the actual story?
Yeah,
Like, do you
sure.
want to... Here, zoom out a little bit. So there's some things like down there, there's like a Templar layer, there's an assassination target down there.
Well, I was thinking, what if we fix one of these broken aqueducts?
Thought we fixed them all.
What about this one?
It's fixed.
Broken aqueduct.
I'm pretty sure it's fixed. I
Okay.
Rome
Well,
100%
Okay,
rebuilt.
let's do the assassination
So
target.
no. Down there's the Abstergo symbol. There's that thief mission. There's that Templar agents. There's assassination
do
contracts.
that
So
one.
any of these things, if you want to do them.
So anyways, I guess my thing is, like, why
I just want
is...
fast travel, by the way.
Yeah. Like, why is that a thing?
Right.
You know, and yet teachers make like $30,000 a year.
Yeah.
Now, I get the answer is because there's a lot of money in the NHL, like professional sports makes a lot of money.
Right. That's all.
So
the
therefore,
answer is.
yeah, so therefore they can afford to pay their players a lot of money. That's the answer. You know, but I guess my point is, like, if they make $750,000 as a minimum a year, how come we can't give like teachers $60,000 a year minimum?
Right.
$70,000 a year minimum. Like, why is that so unacceptable? You know, and I guess that's just kind of my issue with a lot of this stuff is the money. There's a lot of money in society in general, but the money doesn't go to the correct things, in my opinion. Money goes to either A, let's make something super simple and cheap and boring and whatever, no creativity, or B, let's give all of our money to things that should not be getting the money towards, like strippers and stuff like that. I don't hate strippers, I have no judgment against them, kind of like you, I don't care, it doesn't matter to me. But, like, why is it fair that a stripper can make millions of dollars, well, maybe not millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars, but...
Which, by the way, I do want to add to that too. In defense of them, like, I wasn't attacking that profession even. Like,
No, I don't care. I could care less.
And you're working out. You
Sure.
know, you have to do customer service. You have to
Yeah.
make people happy. There's plenty of people who probably you are worried are going to follow you to the parking lot and
Sure.
try and assault you.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
like, you know, each of these things, even things that you might not respect, like maybe you're Islamic and you're like, I hate that profession.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean effort didn't go into it.
Right.
That doesn't mean someone's not working. So I don't think either of us, our point is, by the way, screw strippers or like,
no.
unless they're,
It's
you know,
just,
honestly,
it's just the
do them.
example that I thought of, right?
Right, yeah.
Exactly.
I
And
mean,
I guess we're screwed.
strippers are hot.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
can be.
I think a lot of them are good
Yeah.
looking. And I couldn't do it.
No,
Even if I was a woman, I don't think I could do it.
no.
But, yeah, no, I agree. Like, where's the uniformity?
Well,
in that
exactly.
way?
Yeah. Like, why is that such a great profession? Like, a lot of money in it, but there's not a lot of money in important things, like societally, culturally important things.
And I think it's because human beings are flawed, and I would argue fallen creatures that aren't the way that they're supposed to be in a lot of ways.
Yeah, human beings like hot woman.
Well, right.
Give
and
money to hot woman.
by the way, also,
fine,
I'm still
but-
fine with that, but like also give money to other things.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
Because that's my problem is not, oh, I gave money to hot woman bad. I'm fine with that. You want to pay an OnlyFans girl? I don't care. I do think that there are people who are unfortunately manipulated to do these things. Like they think, oh, this person cares about me. And it's like, no, this person is an OnlyFans girl who cares about making money.
Yeah. Right.
You know, like she can't care about 1 million followers individually. Like that's
Right.
impossible. Is this not a mission?
Oh, missions.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I do think that there are girls that lean into that. Cesare has called one of his chief tacticians back to Roma, so I guess this took place before the end of the game. He's a valuable asset, so the captain general has provided a horse and an escort. Neither will be a problem. Finish
Okay.
within 2 minutes.
Okay, I can do that.
I can always finish within 2
Yeah,
minutes.
I'm good at that. Targets killed.
I do have a problem with that though when like women lean into it and they try and manipulate someone.
Yeah,
like
sure.
try and make them think, oh, I care about you, and you don't.
I'm a moron here. I messed
You want to
this
just restart?
Yeah, I messed that up.
But other than that, I don't care about giving money to OnlyFans
Sure,
girls or giving
yeah.
money to Pornhub or giving money to, a
Yeah,
stripper.
people can do whatever they want. Like, I don't care.
But why don't you also enjoy history? Or also, every once in a while, pay for a ticket to see a movie instead of pirating it.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, and that was my whole point, too.
I know.
It was just, why not do both?
And I just wanted to clarify that because I feel like somebody's going to say, well, work goes into this too, and you can't say like, well, I give tours for history and I make YouTube videos and people don't support me, but then you're shitting on strippers. That's not our point.
No.
Our point is like, we would say the same thing. If I was making $1 billion a year, I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
Obviously I'd be happy I had money.
Sure.
But I'd say, hey, look, I understand this is not fair to teachers. Why did that was amazing. Why am I making the amount of money of all of the teachers in a school district?
Yeah, right.
That makes no sense.
It's just stupid.
You can still recognize that while being successful.
Yeah.
And I think that good, successful people try and rectify that a little bit by giving back to their communities.
Yeah, right.
Or
Yeah,
trying
I have a lot of
build things
respect
up.
for rich people that put a lot of money back into their communities.
Mm-hmm.
They recognize, I have a lot of money, here you go.
Yeah.
There's something, I'll build an orphanage, I'll build, whatever. They'll invest in their community. I have
Right.
a lot of respect for that.
I do
So-
too. It's just unfortunately there's a lot of people who don't.
Yeah,
And who
right.
don't care and they say, well, this is mine, I earned this.
Yeah.
Too bad for you. Oh, sorry, you don't like it? You should have gone into this.
Right.
I see that so much too, especially from like tech bros.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't like that you're a teacher that doesn't make any money? Guess you should have gone into tech. Who would have taught you anything to get you to where you were? Like, to get you into any industry if no teachers existed, though.
Exactly.
Like, this is just an example for me. Oh, you don't like, that your husband is gone in the military all the time? Guess he shouldn't have been a dumbass who joined the military, huh? Okay. Where would you be if we brought back the draft, you dumb fuck?
Right.
Because no one would join the military. Like, people are always, like, taking a dump on someone else saying, well, you should have done what I did. I'm successful. But if they didn't do what they did, you couldn't do what you did.
Yeah.
You just couldn't. You could have made it up there. It just didn't work.
Oh, is that the way to go?
I think so, if you grab on with B.
I was saying, am I a moron? Like,
You
how
have
am I
to
not
hold,
figuring this out?
Sometimes you have to hold B to do specific manual grabs, and this one, it's not as automatic as later ones.
What the heck? Did you see
was a
that?
glitch.
Wow. Okay.
That was just a glitch.
All right.
I'm really not making a good case for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood right here.
No.
See,
Whoa, did you see
you
that?
made it. You're supposed to be able to
All
make that
right.
jump.
And then where?
Go there.
Here?
Yep. And then
Okay.
to the next one.
To that one?
Yep.
Okay.
And now you're going to have to go left.
There?
You're going to have to make your way up, I think. Yep. And now go left.
Okay, over here.
Yep. And now you're going to go right.
This is really complex.
You're starting to make your way there. So now make sure you don't go too fast. Take a right. Does this not connect to that?
I don't think so.
Oh. Can I try for a minute? I don't know. Do you get my point?
Yeah,
though?
I get your point. It's just,
Because if I was making, I'm an absolute.
well, yeah, and it goes into just the attitude of just everyone's so selfish nowadays. Everyone, they only care about themselves. Everyone else is stupid. Everyone else is an idiot. It's the same attitude of like, well, I was successful in this, so why didn't you do that? I'm like, really? Do we want a whole society of tech bros?
No, or do we want a whole society of military men only?
No. Do we want a whole society of, I don't know, business CEOs? Like, no.
I don't know what the solution
So-
is because, like, in Star Trek, everybody doesn't really need money anymore, and everybody just does their job.
That's the solution, is maybe we just get rid of money, because then people would be more interested in doing what they like, and
But how many people are lazy that wouldn't? Like, look right now at the amount of people who take advantage of welfare or unemployment or any of these things.
I mean, yeah, you need money to survive, you need money to exist.
Well, no, but that's
But-
not even my point. Is like,
Okay.
why did he fall?
I don't know.
My point is this, dude. So, like, let's say we got rid of money tomorrow.
Okay.
How many people would be lazy and would refuse to have a purpose because they're stupid idiots who don't care about having a purpose in life?
Oh, I think there'd be a lot of people like that.
And that's the problem, is those people ruin it for everybody.
These are NPCs is what we call them.
Well, those people that, like, yeah, I mean, they could do something with their life, but it's easier to just do nothing because I can just take advantage of this system.
Yeah.
And those systems are already in place right now. Imagine if there was no money and no incentive.
Can you
like,
jump on that one now?
Yeah. Being selfish is the only thing keeping those people contributing to society.
Yeah, right.
And I think that's the problem, is those people, you know. And you also end up with situations like communism and socialism where it's like everyone's equal, but some are more equal than others.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's like you'll always have these corrupt individuals. And I know it's a perfect world statement, but I really wish we didn't have that, because in a perfect world, I should be able to do this and make a living because I entertain people, change some people's lives, hopefully in a positive way, made their day a little better. A professional sports player should be able to make a living for the same reason. A firefighter who feels called to help people, same reason. Military man, same reason. And maybe there's different perks for each of these, but they should all be able to live.
Well,
and not worry about being homeless.
Yeah.
And that's
I think what our point is, like, not that we need to be billionaires,
but not that everybody has to be exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
But that people should be able to feel like I can fulfill what I feel my purpose is. Some it's to entertain others, some it's to physically save them, some it's to teach, some it's to
show them their perks, you know, if you know what I mean.
Do welding. Hey, even strippers.
Yeah.
Same thing.
That's what I'm saying, like, show people their perks.
Right, right. But same thing. Like, I have no problem with any of these things.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You feel your calling is to be a prostitute?
Fair enough.
I don't care.
Like, whatever.
It's not mine.
Yeah.
I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, do what you want. And then, you know what? God's real. You'll answer to him in the end. And if he wasn't, no, I'm saying if he was, you'll answer to him in the end for whatever you do in life.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. Unless you're directly hurting others, I don't feel like it's my place to, you know, really interfere too much in that.
Right.
Unless you're hurting, cheating, stealing, molesting, you know. I don't care. Because in the end, my beliefs are that you will, you know, in the end have to account for what you know, your good and bad works that you did. And that's what I think. And if I'm wrong, well, then you don't have to worry about it at all. You know, who cares? But at least, you know, then we had a moral society. Everybody did their best and tried and did what they felt their purpose was, and everybody wasn't homeless and could afford to live based off of whatever that thing was. Do you get what my point?
Yeah.
Is this a bad way to explain it?
No, I think it's a good way to explain it.
Maybe adding prostitution wasn't the best way, because it's not even legal.
Yeah. I think it's... So our point is we want to legalize prostitution.
You actually made that point the other
point.
day. You said, hey, how come if I sleep with a woman because I'm Bill Belichick, it's fine, even though it's very clearly because I have money, but if I sleep with a woman because I'm Nate and I pay her, you know, $1,000, that's illegal.
Yeah, no, I'll stand by that.
I
think it's
agree with
kinda weird.
that opinion. Do you have to leave?
Yeah, I probably should go.
I don't know. You get my point. Before you leave really quick, do we need to wrap anything up here? Because my point was... Wow, I had an allergy issue. My point was not, hey, look at me, a struggling YouTuber. Why am I not an NHL player for money? Or my point wasn't, look at you in history. Why aren't you rich? My point was just, I feel like there's a lot of hardworking people who are told their whole life that you should follow your dreams. Then they do. And then they're just shit on by everybody because they're not a tech bro, or because they're not in Silicon Valley, or they're not... you know, Leonardo DiCaprio. So then what they did didn't matter to anyone. And I find that ridiculous. I find it hurtful. I find it harmful to society. I don't see the benefit in that, no matter what they are. Like, I just don't see the benefit of pointing at someone saying, ha ha, what you do doesn't matter, idiot.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to be able to not be homeless.
It's kind of stupid. Well, and I think that's what a lot of our downfall of society has become. I think in the past, now there's always been classes, you know, there's always been people who are richer than others and so on. So I'm not saying this applies just as a blank slate for everything. But I just think in the past, people weren't as angry about stuff. You know, it wasn't like, oh, this person's a farmer. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think people recognized that everyone had talents, everyone had skills. Some people were more interested in other things than other people. People recognized these things. and I think more people were okay with it. Go to the left. I think I saw a thing you can jump on. I think more people were okay with that stuff, you know. Yeah, there's always going to be rich people. There's always going to be professions that paid more. That's always going to be a thing. But I guess my thing is, in today's society, I feel like you have to be one thing. You know, you have to be this thing.
And also
this thing pays well, that thing doesn't.
And it has to be the right thing.
And it has
Otherwise
to be
you're
the
going to be
right thing.
ridiculed.
Well, exactly. And I just think it's kind of a sad society when we ridicule people for doing things, or we don't support people for doing things that contribute to society. You know, if someone... I can't tell you the amount of people I've seen online, whether it's Twitter or TikTok or whatever, that have serious artistic talent. Like, just absolutely, they can make beautiful drawings.
This is how you have to get there, I think, by the way.
This is dumb. And yet, people don't support people like that. You know? So I just, anyways, I kind of wrapping my point. I think it's just, I think it's sad. You know, I wish people would support other people for anything, you know, whether it's, I am really into science. Okay, fine. Go develop something in science. Go think of something. Go, you know, whatever. Or I love architecture. Okay, go build that beautiful castle over there. That's amazing. Instead of just, oh, let's build like a boring apartment building. You know, or, oh, I really love, I don't know, making YouTube videos. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
Right.
I think society should not mock or whatever those people. That's kind of my whole point.
I do too.
Is I wish people were allowed to do those things.
By the way, I don't know where the flag is now. Because it took so much that...
Yeah, it might be over that way.
But I don't know how to get... I thought it was on the wall.
I thought so too. Maybe we're just stupid.
I think we are. Yeah, no, that was my point. Maybe my prostitution example doesn't
Yeah,
work.
right.
Maybe that one is a flop. But my point is that there's a lot of people who contribute and try and make the world... You know, they try and contribute through... Here it is. Through their purpose or what they believe adds to the world, and then they're constantly basically shown either through words or through the actions of others that actually that doesn't matter, you're stupid.
Yes, exactly. That's kind of our point. And then they see, like, an AHL player make $750,000 a year. And they're kind of like, well, wait a minute, that is important, and that's cool, that's great. A lot of effort went into that, but why doesn't teachers make anything near that?
I have one final...
That's kind of the thing.
I have one final 30-second thing with this.
Okay.
When you were, during COVID, you lost your job, not because of anything you did, and not because of not getting a shot or anything like that, I want to clarify.
Right.
But because the historical field you worked in downsized all of the workers who were not executives, essentially.
Yeah.
Right? Is this the best way to explain it?
Kind of, yeah.
And they said, we're laying you all off because we don't have money in our budget to pay people right now.
Yeah.
And so they got rid of them. They fired how many people, and how many people actually came back? Because
Well,
I just want you to explain this really quick, because they fired so many people, and by the time they went back to rehiring them after the pandemic, all those people had found different careers that made more money.
Yeah. Well, and I think
Well, just what was the number?
I don't know I don't know exactly the number, but it was something like, you know, if they fired, I'll just make up a number here, 200 people, only like 50 of those people came back.
So they lost like 75% of the workforce.
Basically,
of this thing.
It was something like that. It was kind of sad because people just were like, okay, well, I guess whatever, I'll just find something else.
This isn't a stable job. This isn't a stable career.
Yeah.
People don't appreciate
They found
it.
a different thing.
I guess I'll just do something that I can make a livable wage from.
Yep, exactly.
And this keeps happening, and it's literally what is happening to you right now, and to an extent what I'm feeling like, where we're like, well, should we just give up?
Yeah.
Should we just leave our passions because no one cares?
Yep.
I don't think anyone should have to feel that way.
No.
And that was my point, and that's why I think people are so miserable and sad. Like, you obviously have all these things like the death of religion, you have the death of, you know, belonging, you have the death of the community, and all these things play together, but then at the end of the day, you also have individuals can't find an individual purpose because society is working against them in their quest to do that.
Yeah.
And they can't do anything because, like, no one's strong enough to rip down that society and build a new one. And like you pointed out before, no one's smart enough to do so either. So now we're stuck in a spiral where you have a problem, The people who are smart enough and rich enough to fix it wouldn't benefit at all from doing so. The people who want to fix it have no power or intelligence to do so, and then everyone's miserable.
Yep. It's kind of sad.
I don't know.
It's a very sad world.
I feel like that's a very sad note to end off on, but I'm just saying that's what I think it is, and that's why I think so many people are sad. If one of many reasons.